when you picture the future of public allies, what do you see?
Yeah.
Is deep.
Um, Public Allies has had some trouble over the last, year or so. Um, and as difficult as that time was, I feel it in my body, right? I feel the emotions
Mm,
coming. Um, as difficult as that time was, there were some opportunities that came out of it.
yeah.
I think some opportunities to really examine what are our values at PA and not just what we have on paper, what are we living, right? And that's from ally up into ch- chairwoman of the board of Public Allies. Like what are our values? How are we living into them? How are we leaning into them, right? Um, and so I've tried to stay focused on that as we move through like this period of like healing and looking forward with PA. It's a really hard question for me, harder than I expected. What do I see? I see Public Allies, back in the communities that we were in previously, plus some. Um, I picture a future where we are trusted members of community, right? Where people trust that we will remain there as we have been in the past. Um, I also have this vision for PA that we are like the thought leaders around
Mm,
what does it mean to serve and lead in community with integrity, with um, innovation, right? All of our core values. Like, what is it like to do
mm,
that? And that when I talk about like, and my adult came to me for advice, all the adults need to be coming to PA, right? Like, how did
mm,
y'all do this? How did y'all craft these leaders? I want to see our alumni leading in all sectors, right? We focus a lot on
mm,
nonprofit. We have a little bit more focus now, I think, on elected offices. But
mm,
imagine if PA alum were like leaders in industry, right? Like what that could
mm,
look like. What does it look like? What could it look like if we do dismantle like, the
mm,
patriarchy and now our alumni are leading in these particular ways. So that is the future that I picture for Public Allies.
mm,
I picture it being where everybody wants to be an ally, right? Like that is it. How people think about I gotta get into an Ivy, I gotta get into an Ivy, I gotta get into Public
mm,
Ally. I have to.
mm,
Um, and so that is the future that I see. And I do believe that that future is possible.
mm. I love that. I agree with that. Take over the world, but and do good with it, right?